What is it about where you're from that makes it so hot, if you think about it, and for different styles of music? I mean,
yeah. Well, you know what though? I mean, because we're from different. Chester's from Arizona. I'm from LA. Like, we're not necessarily from the same place. I think it might be like, I'm almost starting to think it's like a generational thing where people, you know, a while ago it was like people listen to one type of music and that was their thing. But now, especially with the internet where people can actually, you know, go out there and just find whatever they want to listen to, I think people's range of music is broadening. And I think that, I mean, not to say everybody has the same taste that we do, but I know that we like a lot of different types of music, and a lot of our fans do as well.
what you hear on this record, actually the title is a perfect title for it. You'll hear me a band who can play something heavier, something introspective, which someone will say which is Deftones, but that's fine. But then you add another element to it, which there's. Oh, I think we got stuck. That's fine. There's you can hear that you guys appreciate electronic music in a way that, like you said, would never have happened. Is it the internet, or is it just that we've grown up listening to? We've heard Van Halen, we've heard Guns N' Roses, we've heard Nirvana. Now we need something more than that.
Maybe so. I think it's a combination of all that. Yeah, we've heard. I mean, we've heard a lot of things. We have a lot of experience with music, and we have a lot of access to new stuff. And people are really coming up with great new things, innovative things.
Does hybrid theory mean more than just the combination of sounds to you?
Hybrid theory is definitely a lot more than just the combination of sounds. You know, we like to bring in not only the different combinations of the sounds, but we also have a heavy aspect, a softer aspect. We have a more aggressive side and a more sensitive side, even lyrically too. So there's a lot of different ideals that go into our music and what we're all about. You know, every person has a wide range of colors and personalities and things like that. So we try to bring all those things to our music too.
Yeah, and that's like Chester said about the different sides, like the more intense side and the more sensitive sides of the music. It's like that's what we're trying to do with the cover. The cover art is the soldier with the dragonfly wings. It's like we want to, that's another take on our hybrid. We're a hybrid of musical styles, but we're also a hybrid of louder and quieter elements also.
You have the frat boy element of rock and roll that does so well, but it seems like if you put any sense of sincere emotion into your music, you'll connect with your audience in a way that you can't if you're a frat boy Adidas rock band. And to be emotional, like you said, you write those songs that, oh, poor me songs. You put yourself on the line when you do that, and then someone who's never met you thinks, all right, he's got a problem, or this is bugging him.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, the challenge with doing that is you want to be entertaining. You want people to be entertained when they listen to your music, and that's really, we tried when we were writing songs. Some of them may have more poor me type of lyrics or whatever, but it's still entertaining to listen to. It's still fun, and you still get something out of it. And that's what we tried really hard when we were writing the lyrics. That was the most difficult hurdle to jump, was what's too much and what isn't enough. Where's that fine line? And I think we found it. At least we've come really close. So
we're happy. I mean, that's what's really nice for us, is that we have something that we can listen to, and we are perfectionists. We really are hard on ourselves when it comes to writing music and most things, like playing shows, whatever. And I think that this is something that we can listen to from beginning to end and be happy with.
Do you guys ever run the risk within your own little group of overthinking, like with your group of friends?
Yeah,
we're pretty bad at that, actually.
Yeah, because all of us are perfectionists, and it's it's one thing to have one guy or two guys in the band that write and who are perfectionists, let alone having 5 or 6 guys in the band that are all perfectionists too. So we have a tendency to overthink things, and that's one of the privileges of having a producer in there doing the record with you, is that he can go, enough's enough, guys, it's good, or now you need to think a lot more on this one because it's not good enough. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's really the benefit of actually working with a really good producer.
Does doing that kind of stuff ever take the fun away, in that it's not you standing on stage, drilling out a song the way you want it to? If someone says, nah, we should try this, and your thought is, nah, dude, we're just playing a rock song. I
think it kind of comes back to what I was saying earlier about accepting criticism for for what it's worth, and we definitely do that. When it comes to making a decision about a part, we keep our ears open to what is being put out there for us, and if it works for everyone, then it's used. If it's not, then it's not.
Is there something on this record, a song, Pushing Me Away is a good example of a song where you lay it out, and this is who we are at this point, this is where I was at that point,
Right.
when I wrote those lyrics.
Right.
Is there a song for you that you say, now you know something about me that perhaps I wouldn't have told you?
I think Crawling is that song for me. Crawling is a really emotional song. It's got a lot of very deep lyrics, and it's kind of like admitting something that you don't really like to admit, which is having a problem with yourself. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to learn how to deal with living inside of your own skin and being the person that you are, day to day. And that's not something to be ashamed of or anything like that. It's just something that isn't always peachy. You know what I mean? You're not always going to be exactly the person that you want to be or the person that you thought you were. And
it's so hard to get away from yourself if you're not doing something you like.
You got to live with yourself for the rest of your life.
Hopefully, anyway.